This is more successful. More than 500 devotees were here. You sing the Chaturdashi. Very, very excellent. All were inspired. Especially Annakut, or like in Vrindavan, in Govardhan, as we do. Very excellent. Peacocks, cows, Vaishnava, everyone were there, all were so much.
540 preparations.
More than that. So all the credit goes to this community of. I cannot take a special name. So all are here. I am very indebted to them. I cannot repay you all. And you have invited all so many devotees from different parts of America, England, even Holland, even from South America, Australia, even. And all are taking something and they are returning. Not empty-handed they are going. Something. And I want it. I am especially very happy that one of the hands of Reverend Swami ji, that is Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Narayana, who did so many things. Oh, he is here. Oh, Bhagwan Prabhu ki Jai. And not only him, his whole family, his sister, his daughter, his wife, ex-wife, son. Senior and junior, both Bhagwan are here. So, thanks to them to come and inspire. Last day, we did a good kirtan. Today I am requesting to speak 2 words about Vaishnava preaching and how we do. And his sympathy should be always there. He is very experienced, very all-round organized. We want him happy. We don't want that he should be in devil harries. He should come out on time.
Madam Maharaj.
Preaching or speaking about the absolute truth, it becomes preaching when it touches the heart. Otherwise, the words are used to speak at a person instead of to the person. And the wise words of sadhus speak to the real person who's underneath all the layers of ego from many, many births. And when the person is actually touched by those words, could be the words of a child or the words of an elderly spiritual teacher such as Gurudev, change occurs. This is a time in the world where change is needed. Change is needed within the family to make it stronger, with friendships to make them stronger, and as Prabhupada said, even up to the politicians to make them stronger. Once the heart is actually touched, as Prabhupada said, one person can change the world. And that's actually all he was really looking for. And I think that he would be very proud and happy to see the way that his Shiksha disciple and his friend, Srila Narayana Maharaj, has touched so many people. How he has helped heal their wounds by his words, and made them smile again, and made them hear again, and made them believe that Krishna's eyes actually see them, and Krishna's ears actually hear them. So, for whatever it's worth from me, I thank you for being so patient and persistent to keep the growth going. Thank you.
Maharaj Maharaj.
Sadhu Sangha Nam Kirtan Bhagavat Shravane Maturavas Shrimurtire Shraddhaya Sevane. When Mahaprabhu taught Sanatana Goswami all the principles, the Bhakti Yangas, first he taught 10 yamas, or things that were positive and should be done, and then 10 that were negatives or that shouldn't be done, and then 35, I think, more general principles of bhakti. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that within one of those principles, Archan, there were 4 more, making 39. But then the list is completed with the 5 that I just quoted, which are, as you all know, association with the sadhu, the kirtan of the holy name, the study of Srimad Bhagavatam, residing in a holy place, and the worship of Sri Murti. Some people say that of all of them, kirtan is most important, because for remembrance to occur, kirtan must precede it. But more importantly is that every one of those 5 principles of bhakti, they're called Shrestha, which means they're the best of all principles of bhakti. And for every one of the subsequent 4 to occur, the first one is absolutely necessary. Sadhu Sangha. So, Krishna Bhakti Janma Mulahai Sadhu Sangha. Krishna Prem Janme Puna Mukyanga. Mukhya, that means that it's primary. Mukhya means the first thing, the more important thing. So more important than all other principles for Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti Janmamul means the very root source, the original cause of Bhakti is Sadhu Sangha. And the second part of the verse means that in order to maintain that Bhakti, in order to actually have Prem Bhakti, the very same principle, Puna. Again, the same thing is mentioned, Sadhu Sangha. So, everything is ignited and given energy by that single principle. And I don't know the great fortune of all the devotees here. Of course, I tend to think, oh, we're so lucky, but there was another crowd the same size, one town back. And then another one the same size just prior to that. And I know that Gurudev goes town to town speaking to crowds this size and inspiring them all like he has us here. So, as Bhagavan Prabhu said, thank you very much for keeping us growing individually and internally and collectively as a family of devotees.
I request Bodha Prabhu. Nirgun Prabhu. Nirgun.
We are so happy to have Gurudev come here. We have been so enlivened we want to continue this. He's brought back the mood of a large family. We're all so happy. I hope this can continue our whole life, and we can continue to grow as a family. And this, the essence of this whole thing is bhakti. Bhakti is love, and He is giving that to us. I'm personally inviting everyone to come year after year here, and I'm hoping to continue to serve you along with my family members. All glories to Srila Gurudev.
Yes, sir, come forward. And 2 words.
I'm not very qualified to speak, but somehow or another I'm crying. I can't keep from crying. And I just pray, oh Gurudev, please be merciful to me.
Stand up.
Well, I want to tell one really short story about when I first met Srila Gurudev. It was in 1979, and Srila Prabhupada had left, and I was pretty desolate, and I was wandering around Vrindavan, and someone told me to go to Mathura, because that's where Srila Prabhupada had taken sannyas. So I went there, and one brahmachari was sitting there and told me a beautiful story about our Srila Prabhupada, which I don't have time to tell right now. But then he said, oh, and in this room right down the hall here is Srila Narayana Maharaj. Would you like to meet him? So he said, he is your Gurudev's very good friend. So I went in there and I paid my obeisance, and he said, oh, how are you? And I said, really bad. And he said, why? Why bad? I said, because our Gurudev's gone and I don't know what to do. And there's so many difficulties and it looks pretty bleak. And he said, no, never will be bleak. He said, you will never be separated from your Gurudev. Nothing can disturb us, no matter what happens. Even if there's some difficult years, don't be weak. You wait and something very wonderful will happen. So little did I know that 15 years or 20 years later, he himself would come to fulfill that prophecy in my life and in most of our lives. So it just keeps getting better and better. And thank you, Srila Gurudev.
Gurave Gaugatandaya Radhikari Sadhani Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Prabhupada. I'm very happy. Come here. I will be more happy. I want to come next year also. This will be center of our preaching in America. We want to teach juniors also that they can be very strong and they can preach the mission of your Srila Prabhupada, my Shiksha Guru, Swami Ji, Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, or Goswami and Mahaprabhu mission. This is the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, I'm very happy that so many good things have become here. Now, our preaching is coming in a very, like organized system now coming gradually. Our books are coming so many, like Swamiji himself he did. All my books are supplementary to my Shiksha Guru. books. And now, in a systematic way, the devotees are going to distribute everywhere, like his books they did. This will be the main part of our preaching. And also to preach Nagar Sankirtan also do. And just to try to help all the devotees who are weak. Yes, sometime nearby to your where you are living, make some meetings of the devotees. In special days like Janmashtami or Chaturdashi, Krishna Chaturdashi, the birth day of your Gurudev, like all other things, and meet together and discuss Jaiva Dharma or the books of Swamiji and other books also, and be more strong. Don't think that we are weak, like she told. Guru never died, never. He is always. Where you pray him or at once he will come. Even the soul never dies. No birth date of soul. So why it will should be of Gurudev, his real life soul? He is still here. And he is here. And he is very happy to see that all are now inspired so much. So please help me in this mission that we can preach more others. Those has left chanting, they have now believe, or again they should come and join this movement. They should be happy. This was the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that he went everywhere in India. On feet he went. No, at that time, anything like no vehicle, not car or aeroplanes or anything. And he went from town to town, from city to city, all over India, especially in south and also in Vrindavan area. Coming from Puri and inspiring all the animals, even elephants and tigers, bears and all. So, try to be more strong and also to preach the mission in the whole world. You should be happy and others should be happy. This is the message of Sri Chaitanya. In 7 days, we have discussed so many things, very beautiful things. The real message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the real message of Srila Krishna Dvaipa and Vedavyas Sukdev Goswami, so many things, especially the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Shastra, and so many things here and there. You should try to follow. If you are not following, you are not doing daily your Guru Mantra and chanting, reducing this, means this is your death. Never left them. They will, I have told that they can give money also, reputation also, worldly sense gratification they can get, but they know that these are poisons, so mercifully they don't give. So this is their mercy, and especially name is not different from Krishna and Radha. Name is himself, very powerful than Krishna himself and Radha herself. So believe in this and go on chanting. They will fulfill all your desires, and they can remove all the bad desires from you very quickly. And in the last week, explained Tannam Rupa Charitadi Sukrittananu Kramena Rasana Manasi Tishtan Praje Tadanuragi Jananuragi Kalam Parkaid Akilami. Be in Vrindavan. If you cannot be by body or by mind also, you can be there. In the guidance of highly learned, highly realized, and knowing all this Siddhant, and also Rashik in Vrindavan region. In their guidance, chant and remember the sweet pastimes of Krishna, especially having 4 qualities. Trinadapi sunichena tarurapi sahisnuna amanina manadena kirtana. Be like a cross of blade. Trinadapi sunich. Very humble, very humble. These worldly egos are nothing. Nothing. Oh, if you are very, very sick, all automatically. Everything is done. In a moment it can be changed. So don't have any false ego. Be Tinadapi Shuni, Tarorapi Sahisunda, tolerance like trees, everything for others, like Haridas Thakur, like trees, fruits, branches, wood, shade, fruit, flowers, birds, even that barks, everything is for others. So devotees should be like that, more than that. Give proper respect to all Vaishnavas, thinking they are all in our family those who are chanting Hare Krishna. Whether they are initiated or not, give proper respect. If they are horse means horse, speaking, or no horse, you should talk. Give proper respect to them. And you should think that I am not qualified to have any honor from others. I am very, very, very fallen in this way. And it should come in your natural habit, in your constitutional form, it should come, that you should honor all. If no honor, you are giving proper them, and you want your, then friction will come. And that is going on in this world. These are very bad things. You should try to give up all these things. Be very humble, try to give honor to all, and always chanting, remember. Don't make less chanting, your chanting and your doing. Don't reduce. Don't curtail all other things. Sleeping, mundane talkings, and other things. But don't curtail your chanting name and Guru Mantra. This we do. Especially the Gopal Mantra, Kam Gayatri, are very, very powerful. But Hare Krishna is not mantra. Embodiment of Radha and Krishna himself, Radha and Krishna. So you should. I have explained so many things about it. Even I have not told anything. Very short. So you should know all these things and gradually develop your Krishna consciousness. I have given a barometer to check in how much water you are and how your bhakti is going on. Really bhakti or bhakti abhas are opposite of bhakti. And try to be this. I have told everything. Now you should try to follow all these things and be happy and make others happy. Go, Prema. Oh, one thing. A girl of what it has been to be given.
Oh, yeah, grandson.
Grandson. Oh, they should come here. One thing. Okay.
Please come with us to West Bengal, to the village of Krishnapur, Arisaptagram. The year is 1518. We will join the two brothers, Haranya and Govardhan Majumdar, the uncle and father of the young Raghunath